I am speaking to you now with light that touches the quiet places of your soul. You have been waiting, haven't you? Waiting for something you can't fully name, but you feel it moving toward you like a tide that cannot be stopped. Your heart has whispered about it in dreams, in passing thoughts, in sudden waves of hope you can't explain. And now, I tell you with clarity, there's a proposal coming. Not just a question of love, but a moment where someone will place before you the truth of what they feel, what they hope, and what they believe about a future with you. But the truth is not as simple as it may seem. This proposal carries light. Yes, but it also carries a mirror that will show you what is real beneath the surface. It will shock you, not because it is dark, but because it reveals what you have long avoided seeing. You have asked for a sign, and this is it. A hand is reaching for yours, trembling, uncertain, yet bold in its own way. But I must prepare you. The words you will hear may not come in the way you expect. They may not be wrapped in flowers or music, but in honesty that cuts through the illusions you've carried. This is not just about romance. It is about truth standing in front of you, asking you if you are ready to choose what aligns with your soul and not just your emotions. For too long, you have silenced your own voice, hoping someone else would give you the answer you needed. But now, through this proposal, the answer will come, but it will also demand something of you. It will ask for courage. It will ask for discernment. It will ask for you to see what is being truly offered, not just what your heart wishes to hear. I am telling you this so you are not shaken when the words come, because they will come. The timing has already been written in the fabric of your story. You have felt the nearness of change, like a pressure in the air, like a storm you sense before the clouds gather. That is because the moment is close, closer than you think. But do not think of this as only joy or only fear. It is both, because revelation always carries both. You will see someone's truth in a way you never have before. And in that moment, you will have a choice. Do you accept what they offer, or do you step back and wait for what your spirit knows is still beyond this? That is why I warn you with love. It will shock you, not because it is meant to wound you, but because it will awaken you. You have lived with illusions, some created by your hope, some by their silence, some by the loneliness that told you to cling to whatever spark you could find. But now the light is breaking through. The shadows will fall away, and you will be asked to stand in truth. And this is where you must be brave, because truth is not always wrapped in beauty, but it is always wrapped in freedom. This proposal will carry both. You will hear promises, yes, but you will also hear hesitations. Will see longing, yes, but you will also see fear. Do not be blinded by only one. See both, because in both, you will know the reality of what is before you. And you, beloved, deserve to choose with open eyes, not closed ones. Do not think of this as fate forcing you. Think of it as heaven giving you clarity, because what comes next in your life cannot be built on illusion. It must be built on truth. And so this moment is arriving to reveal whether what you've hoped for is strong enough to stand. Or if it was only ever a whisper of possibility. Not the song you were meant to dance to. You already know in your spirit that something is off. You've felt the hesitation behind their smile. You've sensed the distance behind their closeness. And yet you've hoped, because your heart is kind, and your love is patient. That is beautiful. But heaven does not want you to build on shifting sand. So now the truth will come. It will not hide. And when it comes, I do not want you to be afraid, because you are stronger than you realize. You are wiser than you believe, and you are loved more than you can measure. This is not meant to break you. It is meant to lift you higher. It is meant to free you. It is meant to align you with what was always written for you. So when the moment arrives, breathe deeply. Do not rush. Do not answer from fear. Do not answer just to avoid loneliness. Listen to your spirit, for it will not mislead you. You will feel the weight of their words, but you will also feel the gentle nudge of heaven reminding You whether this is truly your path or not. And remember this, saying no is not failure. Saying yes is not always victory. The real victory is choosing truth over illusion. And that is what this moment will test. But do not be afraid. For you are guided. You are not alone in this. Even now angels are preparing the way, softening your heart, strengthening your voice, surrounding you with unseen light, so that when the moment comes, you stand in clarity, not confusion. And after the shock, there will be peace. Yes, I say again, after the shock, there will be peace, because the truth, no matter how heavy, always leads to freedom. And freedom is the soil where your destiny can finally bloom. So hold on a little longer. Stay open. Stay awake. The moment is coming, and when it arrives you will not miss it. You will know. You will feel the shift in the air, the way silence becomes charged, the way eyes cannot hide what the heart wants to speak. That is when it will happen, and you will remember these words. You will know you were prepared, and you will know you are ready, because heaven never sends you unprepared into the moments that matter most. You must understand this clearly, beloved soul. A proposal is not just about two hearts, it is about two destinies trying to find a path together. And destiny is never careless. It does not tie you to what will harm you. It does not chain you to what is too small for your spirit. It does not give you a stone when you are hungry for bread. But sometimes, what is offered is not the full feast. Sometimes it is only a taste. And heaven does not want you to settle for a taste when you were born for fullness. So when this proposal comes, I ask you, do not only hear the words, feel the truth behind them. Do not only see the hand reaching out. See if the hand is steady enough to hold yours in storms. Only focus on the sweetness, look for the roots. See if they go deep. Because love is not tested in easy days. Love is tested when rain falls and winds rise. And if what they offer cannot stand in difficulty, then it is not the home your soul seeks. Yes, you may hear promises, but are they promises made from fear of losing you, or from the courage to truly honor you? Yes, you may hear words of forever, but forever is not carried in words, it is carried in consistent action, in showing up, in holding steady when everything else shakes. And this is why the truth will shock you, because you will see beyond the surface. You will see what is truly being offered. Some of it will warm your heart, some of it will sting. But all of it will set you free. Do not run from the sting. For sometimes it is only the removal of what was never meant for you. Heaven knows what you deserve. You may have forgotten, but heaven has not. You may have lowered your expectations, but heaven has not. You may have said, maybe this is enough. But heaven whispers, no, child, you were made for more. So this moment is not punishment. It is alignment. It is not rejection. It is redirection. It is not the end. It is a doorway into greater clarity, greater love, greater truth. But yes, it will shake you at first, because your heart wanted a simple answer, yes or no, stay or go. Love or loss. But life is not always so clean. Sometimes the answer is layered. Sometimes the answer asks you to wait. Sometimes the answer asks you to rise higher than your emotions. And that is what this proposal will do. It will ask you to rise. To see yourself as heaven sees you. To know your worth. To choose not from desperation, but from strength. And you will. Even if you doubt it now, you will, because you are not the same person you were before. The storms you have endured, the tears you have cried, the prayers you have lifted, all of it has shaped you. You have been refined in fire, and now you are stronger than you realized. And strength is what you will need in this moment. Not the strength to fight, but the strength to see clearly, the strength to say, this is not enough for me, if that is what truth demands. The strength to say, I receive this with joy, if that is what truth affirms. Either way, it will take strength, and you have it. Do not doubt it. I see the courage in you. Even when you do not, I see the light in you. Even when you feel hidden in shadow, I see the future written for you. Even when you think you are lost. And I tell you, beloved, you are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. Every prayer has been heard. Every tear has been collected. Every hope has been written in heaven's book. And this moment, this proposal, is simply one page in a larger story. Do not confuse a page with the whole book. This is not the end. It is simply a turning point. A moment that pushes you into deeper alignment. So if the truth shocks you, breathe. Let the shock pass through you. But do not let it control you, because after shock comes clarity. After tears comes vision. After confusion comes peace. This is the rhythm of heaven. The breaking, then the healing, the revealing, then the rebuilding, the shaking, then the settling. So let it happen. Do not resist the shaking, for it only clears what was unstable. Do not resist the revealing, for it only shows what was hidden. Do not resist the truth, for it only leads you to freedom. And I tell you now, you will be free. No matter what happens, you will be free. You will not be bound to fear. You will not be chained to lies. You will not be trapped in cycles that steal your joy. You are walking into freedom. And freedom always feels shocking at first, because it tears away what you thought you needed. But when the dust settles, you will breathe deeper than ever before. There is something else you must understand. Beloved. This proposal is not just about what they want. It is about what you are ready to receive. For too long, you have carried love like a burden instead of a gift. You have poured yourself out, hoping they would see your worth. You have waited in silence, hoping they would choose you without hesitation. You have prayed with tears, asking heaven to make them stay. But hear me, love is not meant to be begged for. Love is not meant to make you feel small. Love is not meant to keep you waiting at a closed door. Real love does not arrive late. It arrives on time. Real love does not confuse, it brings peace. Real love does not drain, it gives life. And this is why the truth will matter more than the promise, because promises can be sweet, but if they are not rooted in truth, they turn bitter. So when this proposal comes, test it against your spirit. Ask yourself, does this bring peace or unrest? Does this align with what heaven has whispered to me in quiet moments? Does this draw me closer to my purpose, or does it distract me from it? The answer will not hide. It will be clear, if you are willing to see it. And I know you will, because your spirit has grown. You have matured in silence. You have been refined in waiting. And now your discernment is sharper than ever before. Even if your emotions tremble, your spirit will know the truth. Trust it. Do not silence that voice again, for it is the voice of heaven speaking within you. I see how much you have hoped. I see how many times you have rehearsed this moment in your mind. Wanted it to be perfect. You wanted it to heal every ache. You wanted it to prove that the waiting was worth it. But I must tell you, sometimes the healing does not come in the way you imagined. Sometimes healing comes in the breaking. Sometimes freedom comes in the no you did not want to hear. Sometimes destiny comes in the door that closes. Do not be afraid of closed doors, for every closed door is a protection. Every rejection is a redirection. Every ending is the soil for a new beginning. So if this proposal feels heavy, if the truth it carries shakes you, do not despair. It is not the end of your story. It is the refining of your story, because you are not meant to be trapped in half love. You are not meant to build your home on shaky ground. You are not meant to silence your worth just to keep someone beside you. No. You are meant for more, and heaven is determined to give you more, even if it means shaking loose what you thought you wanted. This is why the truth may shock you, because it will not match the dream you painted in your mind, but it will match the destiny heaven has written for you, and destiny always carries more beauty than illusion. Even if you cannot see it in the moment, even if your heart breaks for a time, even if you walk away with tears. Because tears are not the end. Tears are the washing that clears your vision. Tears are the cleansing that makes room for new joy. And joy will come. Yes, I tell you, joy will come. It may delay, but it will not be denied. Heaven has not forgotten you. The Creator has not withheld goodness from you. The angels surrounding you are already carrying answers, and what you thought was loss will be revealed as protection. You will see it in time. You will look back and thank heaven for not allowing you to settle. You will whisper, I see now why it had to happen this way. And your gratitude will be greater than your pain. But first, the moment must come. The proposal must be spoken. The truth must be revealed. And you must stand steady. Even if your voice shakes, let your spirit stay firm. Even if your heart aches, let your faith hold you. Even if your tears fall, let your courage remain. Because this is the crossing point. This is the line between what was and what will be. This is the moment that sets you free, and freedom is always worth the shock. Know you fear being alone. I know you fear walking away with empty hands. But hear me, your hands will never be empty, because heaven always fills what it empties. If something is taken, it is only to make room for something better. If someone leaves, it is only to prepare the way for who is meant to stay. If one path closes, it is only to push you onto the road you were meant to walk. Do not cling to what cannot carry you. Do not beg for what cannot bless you. Do not hold tighter to what heaven is asking you to release. Instead, open your hands. Let go. Trust. And watch how quickly heaven fills them again. The right love will not make you beg. The right love will not make you question your worth. The right love will not confuse your spirit. It will come with peace. It will come with clarity. It will come with strength. And it will stay. So if this proposal does not carry those things, do not fear walking away, for what is meant for you cannot be taken from you. What is written for you will find you. What is promised by heaven will not pass you by. Even if people fail, heaven's promise will not. Even if hearts waver, heaven's plan will not. Even if this moment feels like a loss, heaven has already prepared a gain. So, do not let fear decide for you. Let truth decide. Let faith decide. Let love in its purest form decide, and you will not go wrong. Beloved soul, lean closer now, for what I speak carries weight. The moment of proposal is not random. It has been forming for a long time. Every silence, every hesitation, every small action, they have all been leading here. You may have thought they did not see you. You may have believed they did not care enough. But in truth, they have been wrestling with their own fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of failing you. Fear of stepping into something they do not know how to sustain. And now, all of that fear is colliding with their desire for you. That is why the words they speak may feel both sweet and heavy. For love and fear often wrestle in the same heart, and you will see both. They may say they want forever, but you will feel the trembling in their voice. They may promise stability, but you will sense the uncertainty behind their eyes. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it. Do not pretend not to see what heaven is showing you. Because heaven reveals truth not to scare you, but to protect you. You are precious. Your heart is sacred. Your destiny is valuable, and heaven guards what is valuable. So when you hear their words, do not only hear with your ears. Hear with your spirit. Listen for the tone that is unspoken. Watch for the cracks that reveal reality. And ask yourself, is this love ready to grow, or is it still trapped in fear? Because you cannot heal someone's fear for them. You cannot carry their brokenness and call it love. You cannot save them by sacrificing yourself. Only heaven can heal what is broken inside them. Your role is not to be their savior. Your role is to honor your worth. Your role is to walk in truth. Your role is to choose love that is whole, not love that is half-formed. Yes, you may want to fix it. Yes, you may want to believe they will change quickly. But change takes time. And love cannot be built on potential alone. It must be built on reality. And this proposal will show you reality. It will show you whether they are ready, or whether they are still only reaching. It will show you if they can walk beside you, or if they will keep pulling you back. And that revelation will shock you, because part of you still wants to believe the dream. Part of you still wants to believe the story you told yourself. Part of you still wants the fairy tale ending without the cost. But heaven does not deal in illusions. Heaven deals in truth. And truth, though sharp, is love in its purest form, because truth sets you free, and you, beloved, were made for freedom. Not chains disguised as love, not silence disguised as peace, not half-effort disguised as commitment. You were made for wholeness. You were made for joy. You were made for love that does not make you question yourself. And that is why heaven is preparing you. So you do not mistake half love for real love. So you do not confuse fear with devotion. So you do not trade your worth for temporary comfort. You are worth more, and you must know it now more than ever, because when they speak, their words may touch your heart, but their truth will test your spirit. And that is where your decision will rise. Not from emotion, but from spirit. Not from fear, but from wisdom. Not from loneliness, but from destiny. This is not about what feels good in the moment. This is about what will last. And heaven wants your love to last. So do not rush. Do not answer quickly just to ease the tension. Take a breath. Let silence hold you for a moment. Let heaven whisper to your spirit in that pause, because the pause will tell you more than the words. In the pause, you will feel if peace surrounds you, or if unrest grows. In the pause, you will sense if heaven says yes, or wait, or no. Do not fear the pause. It is holy. It is where clarity enters. And clarity is what you need. For this choice is not small. It will shape your path. It will ripple into your future. It will touch not only you, but generations to come. That is why heaven is so intent on preparing you, because your choice matters. Your love matters. Your destiny matters. And heaven will not let you walk blind into something that could wound you. So remember this. The shock you feel is not the end. It is the beginning of freedom. It is the beginning of truth. It is the beginning of the life you were meant to live. Even if it hurts, let the truth do its work. Even if it shakes you, let the truth stand. Even if it breaks your illusion, let it break. Because what comes after will be better than what you lose. Always. Without exception. Because heaven's plan for you is never smaller than your own dream. It is always bigger. It is always deeper. That is always more complete. And you will see it unfold, step by step, after this moment. But first, you must pass through the shock. You must pass through the revealing. You must pass through the test of truth. Do not run from it. Do not fear it. For heaven walks with you. Asterisk. You have asked many times in secret, how will I know if this love is real? I tell you now, you will know by the fruit, not by the promise. A tree is not known by the beauty of its leaves, but by the fruit it bears. And so is love. It is not enough for someone to say the right words if their actions do not carry the same weight. It is not enough for them to promise the world if they cannot stand steady in the storms. This proposal will test the fruit. It will show you if what has grown is strong or weak. It will reveal whether their words are rooted in truth or floating on fear. And that is why you must listen with both heart and spirit, because your heart may want to cling to the sweetness of their voice, but your spirit will show you if the roots are deep. Do not ignore your spirit, for your spirit speaks the language of heaven. Your heart feels, but your spirit knows. And this moment requires knowing, not just feeling. So ask yourself, when the words are spoken, does this bear the fruit of peace? Does this bear the fruit of trust? Does this bear the fruit of sacrifice? Or does it carry the fruit of fear, of control, of uncertainty? The fruit will not lie, and you will see it clearly if you are willing to open your eyes. I do not say this to make you fearful. I say this to make you free, because freedom comes when illusions fall, and heaven loves you too much to let you stay chained to illusions. You have given so much of yourself. You have loved deeply. You have been patient beyond measure. You have hoped even when hope seemed foolish. And heaven has seen it all. Every tear, every silent prayer, every night you questioned if you were enough. You have always been enough. It was never about your worth. It was about their readiness. And now, this proposal will reveal whether they are ready or whether they are still hiding in fear. That is the shock. That is the truth. And you must be ready for either. For if they are ready, then joy will flood your heart like dawn after a long night. But if they are not, then courage must rise in you like fire. And you must know how to walk away without losing yourself. For losing yourself is too high a price to pay for half love. You are not called to shrink to be loved. You are not called to silence your needs to keep peace. You are not called to accept crumbs when heaven prepared a feast for you. No. Beloved, you are called to rise. You are called to shine. You are called to walk in truth, even if it costs you temporary comfort. Because truth always gives back more than it takes. So if their proposal does not match what heaven has promised, do not despair. It only means that heaven has something greater still unfolding. And if it does align, then rejoice. For heaven will confirm it with peace. Not just excitement, but peace. Not just passion, but steadiness. Not just words, but actions that follow through. That is how you will know. Do not look for perfection. Perfection is not real, but look for alignment. Look for consistency. Look for the fruit of love that acts, not only speaks. And you will see. Heaven does not send confusion when it sends blessing. Heaven does not leave you in doubt when it opens the right door. Heaven confirms with clarity. Heaven confirms with peace. Heaven confirms with steady strength. So anchor yourself in that truth. Do not let your emotions sweep you away. Do not let fear silence your voice. Do not let loneliness rush you into a yes. Instead, pause. Listen. And choose only what aligns with truth. For when you do, you will never regret it, even if it costs you in the moment. Even if you walk away with trembling hands, because heaven always replaces what you release in faith. Always. Without fail. You cannot lose by choosing truth. You cannot lose by choosing alignment. You cannot lose by trusting heaven's timing. So breathe deeply. Beloved soul, know that you are not walking blind. Know that you are not standing alone. Know that even in the moment of shock, heaven's hands are beneath you, and you will not fall. You will not fail. You will not be forsaken, because you are loved, and love never abandons. Love always protects. Love always guides. Love always leads you home. And home is where you are heading, step by step, truth by truth, light by light. You are moving toward the love that was always meant for you. So let the shock come. Let the truth rise. Let the proposal speak, for it is only a doorway into what heaven has been preparing all along. Beloved, let me speak to the deepest place within you now. This proposal is not only about love, it is about identity. For too long, you have defined yourself by what others gave or withheld. You measured your worth by their attention. You questioned your beauty when they looked away. You doubted your strength when they stayed silent. But heaven has never doubted you. Even when you could not see your own light, heaven saw it shining. Even when you hid your heart in fear, heaven called you radiant. Even when you settled for less, heaven whispered, "You are more." So now in this moment, you are being invited to rise into your true identity. The proposal will test not just your love, it will test how much you have remembered who you are. Will you choose from fear, or will you choose from strength? Will you say yes to being smaller, or will you wait for love that matches your true size? This is the deeper question beneath their words. This is the truth beneath the proposal, and that is why heaven says it will shock you. Because you are about to see yourself in a way you never have before. You will see how strong you have become. You will see how wise your spirit has grown. You will see that you no longer have to beg for what was always your birthright. Love was never meant to be earned by suffering. Love was never meant to be proven by how much pain you can endure. Love is meant to be received as a gift, not carried as a cross you were never asked to bear. Yes, relationships take work. Yes, love takes sacrifice, but sacrifice is not the same as suffering. And heaven does not call you to endless suffering just to prove you are worthy of love. You are already worthy. From the beginning, you were chosen. From the first breath, you were loved. From the first moment of your life, heaven declared you valuable. Nothing anyone has done or withheld has changed that truth. And now, you will be asked to walk in it. This is why your choice matters so much. Because your yes or your no is not just about them. It is about you. It is about whether you will step fully into the love heaven has for you. It is about whether you will finally say, I am worth more than half-truths. It is about whether you will accept the greater plan or cling to what feels safe. Do not cling to what is safe if it keeps you small. Do not cling to what is familiar if it keeps you chained. Do not cling to what is comfortable if it keeps you away from your destiny. Destiny requires courage. Destiny requires faith. Destiny requires letting go of the lesser to receive the greater. And that is what this moment will ask of you. I see the fear in your heart. You wonder if you will make the right choice. You wonder if you will be strong enough. You wonder if you will miss what heaven is truly saying. But I tell you now, you will not miss it. For heaven is not cruel. Heaven does not hide. What you need to see. Heaven reveals. Heaven confirms. Heaven speaks again and again until your spirit knows the way. So do not be afraid of making the wrong choice. Fear is a liar. It tells you that you are too weak, too blind, too broken. But heaven says you are strong, you are guided, you are whole, and you are not alone. Even now, angels are standing beside you. They will be there when the words are spoken. They will be there when silence feels heavy. They will be there when the shock enters your chest. They will steady you. They will whisper peace into your spirit. They will guard you so you cannot fall. For you are protected, and you always have been. Every time you thought you were abandoned, heaven was still holding you. Every time you thought you were forgotten, heaven was still writing your story. Every time you thought you were alone, angels were closer than your breath. And they are close now. So when the proposal comes, do not fear. Let it come. Let it reveal. Let it test, because it cannot take from you what heaven has already secured. It cannot rob you of your worth. It cannot erase your destiny. It cannot silence the promise written over your life. At most, it can only clear the path. And sometimes, beloved, clearing is the greatest gift of all. Clearing makes room. Clearing opens doors. Clearing prepares the soil for new growth. So if what is revealed feels like loss, know it is only clearing. If what is spoken feels like pain, know it is only healing beginning. If what is offered feels too small, know it is only heaven showing you to wait. For waiting is not punishment. Waiting is alignment. Waiting is heaven's way of protecting what is precious until the right time. And you are precious. So precious that heaven will not let you be wasted. So valuable that heaven will not let you be hidden forever. So loved that heaven will not let you accept less than the fullness of love. That is the truth. That is why this moment matters. That is why the shock is holy. It is the breaking of illusion. It is the revealing of truth. It is the doorway to the greater life waiting for you. And when you pass through it, you will never be the same. You will be stronger. You will be clearer. You will be freer. And you will finally walk with the confidence of one who knows their worth. That is heaven's desire for you. That is why we speak to you now. That is why we prepare your heart. So that when the moment comes, you will not tremble. You will rise. And rise you will. Beloved soul, listen closely now. For what I share will touch the core of your being. The proposal will come with words, But beyond the words lies a vibration. Do not only listen with your ears, listen with your spirit. For the mouth can speak promises, but the heart reveals truth. Many say, forever, while their spirit wavers. Many say, I love you, while their actions betray the opposite. Many offer commitment while still bound by their own shadows. Do not be deceived by polished words. Do not be carried away by rehearsed speeches. Do not let the glow of romance blind you from the light of truth. Instead, feel the current beneath the words. Sense the intention beneath the promise. Hear what is not being spoken as clearly as what is, for silence often speaks louder than sound. And the pauses between their words may tell you more than their declarations. This is why heaven calls you to discernment. Discernment is the gift of seeing beyond appearances. Discernment is the strength to know what the eyes cannot see. Discernment is heaven's lamp placed inside your spirit, guiding you in moments where clarity matters most. And this proposal is such a moment. So beloved, do not rush. Take your time to breathe. Take your time to feel. Take your time to let heaven confirm what is true. You are not in a race. You are not behind. You are not missing what is yours by pausing to listen. What is yours cannot be stolen. What is yours cannot be taken. What is yours cannot pass you by. So breathe deeply. Do not be pressured. Do not be rushed. Do not be guilted into choices that chain your soul. For love that comes with pressure is not love, it is control. And love that comes with guilt is not love, it is fear. But heaven does not guide by fear. Heaven guides by peace. When it is right, peace will flow like a river. Peace will settle on your heart like soft rain. Peace will hold you steady even in uncertainty. That is the sign. That is how you will know. Not by how grand their words sound, not by how convincing their face appears. But by the peace that rests inside your chest. If there is no peace, wait. If there is unrest, step back. If there is confusion, seek heaven's light. For heaven is not the author of confusion. Heaven is the giver of clarity, and clarity is your inheritance. You do not need to stumble in the dark. You do not need to guess your way through love. You do not need to gamble your future on uncertainty. Heaven delights in guiding you. Heaven rejoices when you walk in truth. Heaven longs for you to be blessed in your union. And so heaven will make it clear. The truth will shock you, because it will strip away every illusion. The mask will fall. The hidden motives will surface. The unspoken fears will rise, and what remains will be the raw, unpolished truth. It may shake you. It may sting. It may humble you. But it will not destroy you. Truth does not destroy, it sets free. And freedom is heaven's gift to you. For how long have you prayed to be free? How long have you cried for answers? How long have you whispered into the night, God, show me what is real? Those prayers did not vanish into silence. Those cries were not ignored. They rose like incense into heaven's heart. And heaven has answered. The answer comes in truth. And truth comes in this proposal. It is not only about them, it is about you. It is not only about love, it is about destiny. It is not only about the present, it is about the future being formed right now. For union shapes destiny. Partnership multiplies power. Two souls joined in truth can shake nations, but two souls joined in illusion will break each other slowly. And heaven loves you too much to let you bind yourself in chains that masquerade as love. So the shock is mercy. The surprise is protection. The unveiling is love in its highest form. Beloved, trust the unveiling. Trust what is revealed. Do not close your eyes when the light shines. Do not cover your ears when truth speaks. Do not run back to shadows. When clarity arrives, you prayed for this. You asked for this. You sought wisdom, and wisdom is now at your door. Receive it. Walk in it. Let it steady you. For this moment is not meant to break you, it is meant to build you. It is the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. It is the doorway between the past and the destiny ahead. And you are ready to cross. Yes, you are ready. Even if you feel weak, heaven calls you strong. Even if you feel afraid, heaven calls you brave. Even if you feel unsure, heaven calls you guided. You are more prepared than you know, for every tear has trained you. Every heartbreak has strengthened you. Every loss has deepened your soul. And now, you carry wisdom you did not have before. You see through lies more quickly. You feel deception more sharply. You sense when someone's love is shallow. You recognize when someone's heart is closed. This wisdom is your shield. This discernment is your sword. And you will walk into this proposal armed with both. So do not fear. Stand tall, breathe deep. And let the truth come forth. For when it does, you will not collapse, you will rise. And heaven will rise with you. Beloved, hear me again, for my voice carries not human opinion, but the breath of truth. The proposal is more than a question, it is a revelation. For what they ask will expose what they truly mean. And how they ask will unveil who they truly are. Do not underestimate this moment. Do not treat it lightly, as if it were just another scene in the play of life. No, this is a hinge upon which the door of destiny turns. And I tell you plainly, not all proposals are divine. Some come wrapped in fear. Some come clothed in desperation. Some come wearing the costume of love, but carry the weight of control. And some come from hearts that are not yet free. This is why you must see with heaven's eyes. For heaven does not look at outward appearances. Heaven does not get swayed by jewelry, by flowers, by rehearsed promises. Heaven looks at the heart. Heaven sees the motives. Heaven discerns the roots. And heaven whispers these truths into your spirit, if you will only pause to hear. So pause, beloved. Do not let your heart race ahead of your discernment. Do not let your emotions drown out your wisdom. You can feel joy and still test the spirit. You can feel excitement and still wait for confirmation. You can feel affection and still ask, is this aligned with heaven's will for me? For your destiny deserves nothing less. You are not called to shallow love. You are not created for temporary attachment. You are not designed for fleeting promises. No, you are designed for covenant. You are designed for a love that reflects heaven's own faithfulness. You are designed for a union that multiplies your purpose. And anything less will only drain you. Do you not see how precious you are? Do you not know how rare your spirit shines? Do you not realize how heaven has marked you for something extraordinary? This is why not everyone can walk with you. This is why not everyone who says, I love you, deserves your yes. Your yes is holy. Your yes carries weight. Your yes will shape the course of your years. So guard it well. Do not hand it cheaply. Do not surrender it quickly. Do not throw it to one who has not proven their heart in the fire of truth. Wait until peace crowns the moment. Wait until heaven whispers, this is safe. Wait until the light exposes nothing worth fearing. Only then give your yes, for when your yes aligns with heaven, it becomes a doorway into blessing. But when your yes resists heaven, it becomes a chain. And chains are not your portion. Freedom is. Peace is. Joy is. And love that reflects heaven's heart is. So beloved, do not fear the shock. Do not fear if the truth unsettles you. It is better to be shocked by truth than shackled by deception. It is better to cry for a season than to bind your soul for years. It is better to face the reality now than to live in regret later. Heaven's mercy is not always soft. It is sometimes sharp, but it is always love. The shock is mercy. The unveiling is kindness. The exposure is protection. And if heaven must tear away the illusion to protect you, then rejoice even in the tears. For you will thank heaven later for the very thing that hurt you now. And one day, you will look back and say, I see why it had to be this way. You will see that every closed door was a shield. You will see that every broken illusion was a rescue. You will see that every truth that shocked you was preparing you for something greater. Yes, something greater. For heaven is not only removing what is false, it is preparing what is true. There is a love that will not drain you. There is a union that will not break you. There is a covenant that will not suffocate your soul but expand it. There's a partner whose spirit will dance with yours in harmony. There's a destiny where two will become one. Not in chains but in freedom. This is what heaven guards for you. This is what the shock is clearing the way for. So do not despair. Do not lose hope. Do not let disappointment poison your faith. The proposal that shakes you may not be the proposal that claims you. And the one who seems like the answer may not be the one heaven has chosen. But heaven will not leave you empty. Heaven will not leave you unloved. Heaven will not leave you without promise. For every no that heaven gives, there is a greater yes waiting beyond it. Every closed hand hides an open one to come. Every shattered illusion makes space for unshakable truth. And every heartbreak clears the way for a heart that will truly see you. So lift your eyes, beloved. Do not only focus on what falls away. See also what rises ahead. For heaven is already writing the story beyond this moment. A story where your heart is not confused but at peace. A story where your love is not tested by deception but strengthened by truth. A story where your union is not built on fear but rooted in trust. This is why heaven is so careful with you now. This is why the shock comes before the blessing. This is why the veil must lift before the covenant is sealed. Because heaven would rather you ache for a moment than suffer for a lifetime. Beloved, lean closer, for I will tell you of time. Time is not your enemy. Time is not a thief. Time is a servant of heaven. And when heaven holds you back from rushing into what looks perfect, it is not delay, it is protection. It is not punishment, it is preparation. Do you see how the stars wait for their appointed hour to shine? Do you see how the seasons do not hurry, yet arrive in beauty? So too must your heart wait until all is aligned, for a rushed covenant will collapse, a forced promise will crumble. But a union born in heaven's timing will endure storms and remain unshaken. This is why heaven sometimes allows a proposal to appear before its time. To show you what could be, but not yet what must be. To reveal what you desire, yet still teach you to discern what you deserve. It is a test, not of your worth, but of your patience. It is a test, not of your lovability, but of your trust. And heaven watches not just how you respond to the joy, but how you handle the shock. For anyone can smile when offered roses, but only the wise pause to ask if the roots are real. And you, beloved, are called to wisdom. You are called to see past the moment. You are called to look beyond the ring, beyond the words, beyond the smile. For the one who truly belongs will not only pursue your hand, but will also carry your soul with reverence. They will not only promise forever, they will live it in small acts daily. They will not only speak of love, they will embody it in truth. Wait for this. Do not accept less, for you are not a consolation prize. You are not someone's experiment. You are not a test run for another's immaturity. You are the crown of heaven's design. And the one who walks with you must recognize this, not with flattery, but with reverence. Do not be swayed by urgency. Urgency is not always love, it can be fear. Urgency is not always faith, it can be insecurity. But true love is not frantic. True love is steady. True love has nothing to prove, for it proves itself by endurance. So listen closely when the proposal comes. Breathe. Do not rush. Let silence be your shield. Let discernment be your guard. And if your heart trembles, ask heaven, is this peace or is this warning? For peace is never noisy. Peace does not demand, it reassures. Peace does not pressure, it releases. And if what you feel is pressure, take caution. For love does not bind by force, it binds by choice. And the choice must be free. Yes, beloved, free. Free from fear of being alone. Free from pressure of time. Free from manipulation dressed as devotion. This freedom is your test. And heaven whispers to you, you are strong enough to wait. You are worthy enough to say no. You are precious enough to walk away. If the truth does not align, for rejection is not the end, it is redirection. And redirection is mercy in disguise. Think of this. If heaven shuts a door, is it not because another awaits? If heaven shields you from one union, is it not because another would wound you? So do not mourn what is not yours. Do not cling to what heaven removes. Do not beg for what cannot bless you. Release it. Release with trust. Release with peace. And make room for what is truly yours. For your heart is not an accident. Your love is not overlooked. Your story is not forgotten. Heaven's timing is not late. It is exact. It is precise. It is perfect. Even when you cannot see it. Even when the waiting aches. Even when the silence feels unbearable. Hold on. The waiting is not empty. It is building. It is shaping you. It is clearing away every false path. It is preparing your heart so that when the true one comes, you will not hesitate. You will know. You will feel the stillness that does not shake. You will sense the confirmation that does not waver. And you will say, this is different. This is safe. This is mine. That is the promise. That is what heaven has for you. So let the false proposals pass. Let the shocking truths stand. Let the illusions fall apart. And wait, beloved, for waiting is not losing. It is gaining. It is gaining strength. It is gaining clarity. It is gaining peace. And most of all, it is gaining the destiny that is already written for you. Do not trade the eternal for the temporary. Do not exchange heaven's design for human rush. Do not settle when heaven has chosen more. Lift your eyes. Breathe. Trust. The proposal is not the end. It is only the revealing. The truth, no matter how shocking, is only the clearing. And beyond both lies the promise, the covenant written with your name on it, sealed by heaven and protected by love itself. So walk gently. Listen deeply. Choose wisely. And know that heaven walks with you in every step. Beloved, now hear me fully, for this is the conclusion and the blessing of what has been revealed. The proposal is only a reflection of what is ready. It is a mirror of the heart, not the final answer of destiny. Do not mistake appearances for reality. Do not mistake sweetness for substance. Do not mistake words for covenant. For heaven always moves in depth, not surface. And you, beloved, were created for depth. You were created for substance. You were created for a love that resonates to the core of your being. So when the moment arrives, take it as a signpost, not a guarantee. Listen. Discern. Pause. Do not rush to nod. Do not rush to say yes. Do not rush to believe. Instead, feel. Feel peace in the chest. Feel joy in the soul. Feel steadiness in the spirit. And if these are present, you will know. If these are absent, you will also know. For heaven speaks in certainty, not confusion. Do not let hope blind you. Do not let longing override truth. Do not let fear of loss push you into a choice heaven has not prepared. Remember, every shock is mercy. Every truth revealed is protection. Every ending that seems painful is the doorway to something magnificent. For heaven does not waste your tears. Heaven does not squander your prayers. Heaven does not ignore your heartache. All of it has prepared you. All of it has strengthened you. All of it has made your soul ready for love that is pure, unwavering, and aligned with destiny. Yes, you may feel doubt. Yes, you may feel trembling. Yes, you may feel fear of standing alone. But know this, you are never alone. Angels stand at your side. Heaven watches over your path. The Creator knows the depth of your heart, and your worth is unchanging, regardless of human decisions. So when the proposal comes and the truth unfolds, meet it with courage. Meet it with clarity. Meet it with faith. Because truth, even when shocking, does not destroy it. Liberate. It removes illusions. It clears the way. It makes space for the union you were meant to experience. A love that does not waver in storm. A love that does not hide in fear. A love that does not demand sacrifice of your spirit. A love that is covenantal, whole, and life-giving. And that love is waiting for you beyond the shock, beyond the words, beyond the moment that feels unsettling. It has been waiting all along, prepared in heaven's timing, guarded by angels, sealed by purpose. And ready to meet you when you stand in truth. Do not settle for anything less. Do not compromise your peace for fleeting comfort. Do not bind yourself to someone who cannot meet you in alignment. Your yes is holy, your heart is sacred, your destiny is important, and heaven will honor every moment you wait for what is right. So let the shock come and do not fear it. Let the truth shine and do not resist it. Let the proposal reveal and do not ignore it. For all of this is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the clearing of the path to receive what is yours. The right love, the right union, the right destiny. And when it arrives, your heart will recognize it immediately. Your soul will rejoice. Your spirit will be steady. Your joy will be undeniable, and you will look back at every trial, every shock, every disappointment, and say, now I see, now I understand, now I am ready. For all that came before was not wasted. All of it has trained you. All of it has refined you. All of it has opened your eyes to the value of truth, the strength of discernment, and the power of divine timing. Beloved, hear this final blessing. You are worthy of love that does not tremble. You are worthy of a heart that matches yours in devotion. You are worthy of a union that uplifts, strengthens, and fulfills destiny. You are worthy of a yes that carries peace, joy, and certainty. And heaven has promised you exactly that. So wait. Trust. Discern. Love yourself first. Honor your spirit. Stand firm in truth. And the love you are meant to receive will come. Not by chance. Not by force, but by heaven's perfect design. And when it does, you will know, for your heart will not doubt. Your spirit will not waver. Your soul will recognize home, and all the shocks, the pauses, the truths, the trials, the revelations, they will become the bridge to what you were always meant to experience. Heaven has prepared you. The angels have watched over you. The Creator has written your name upon a love that cannot fail. And now, all that remains is for you to trust, stand, and receive. For the proposal that comes is only the doorway. The real blessing lies beyond, where truth, peace, and eternal love await. Step forward with courage. Beloved. Step forward with faith. Step forward with certainty in your worth. And let heaven do what only heaven can do. Bring you to the love you were born to receive. This is your truth. This is your blessing. This is your divine promise. And so it is.